Being a mom is so overwhelming. There's so many things that always need to get done. So here's 5 ways that I manage my time. Feeling like you have no time to yourself and you don't have time to do things. My husband is gone a lot. He's in the military, if you guys are new here. He has a lot of frequent deployments. It can get really hard to feel like I have time to myself and still do the things that you love so that you can still feel like you. Getting up before my baby wakes up is something that I started doing in the new year and has really helped me out a lot. Instead of waking up with my baby, I have time to make my coffee, make the bed, and just plan out my day. It is so hard to just get yourself out of your cozy warm bed, especially in the wintertime when it's dark outside. But I promise you that eventually you'll get the hang of it and it will start to feel way easier. The more you do it, the more you get up, the easier it gets. And not only does it just give me time, but it just makes my mood so much better and I just feel a lot more accomplished. All that to say, I definitely have my mornings where I just literally cannot get myself out of bed and I will still like sleep through my alarm sometimes, but we're still working on it. I want to show you guys my 3 favorite like planners, devotionals that I use in the morning. I'm a sucker for to-do lists. I think they are so nice to have to just like get your thoughts in order, especially first thing in the morning. This one is so easy to fill out, straight to the point, has a lot of space where you can just write your lists or your notes, whatever you need to do. I've recently been using this devotional. I talked about this in one of my recent videos, Grace is Enough. It's about getting through just common feelings as a mom that we experience, like loneliness, anxiety, and how to turn those into confidence. It's a very short read. It's like just a couple pages every day. And then I just ordered a simple daily planner for 2024 so I could see my whole month on there because I have a lot with YouTube and social media, also just like appointments, regular life things. And then also I'm a dance teacher as well. I do like some choreography and show up to rehearsals and stuff. So I have like a very part-time job that I do on the side. A lot of different things going on. And I just felt like I was really scattered all the time and needed a place where I could write it down. So this one kind of goes hand in hand with the first one, and I have been doing this for months now. When Chloe was born, my family is all on the West Coast and I would get like calls and texts coming through. I used to go to bed when Chloe would go to bed at like 7 o'clock because if you know, in the early days, like you're trying to fit in sleep whenever you can get it. So I would go to bed at like 7 p.m. and of course my family's not gonna know that. They're still all like wide awake. It's like 4 o'clock where they're at. So I definitely, not only for that, but just like so that I didn't have distractions of social media and all of those notifications or just like having that temptation to scroll, I put my phone on do not disturb every night from 8 p.m. until 9 a.m. in the morning, and it's been so nice. I'll get like texts about work or things that can definitely wait until the morning, and I don't need to be using that free time that I get at night and in the morning. That's like the only time you get as a mom, and I really want to use that wisely and work on things that I love, like editing YouTube videos, scrapbooking, spending time with Andrew, reading a book, and not worrying about being on my phone and scrolling. And it has also really helped me with my goal of reading before bed because I'm not as tempted. The scrolling social media thing is always something that I'm trying to work on and get better and better at, and it's really freaking hard to not just get lost in watching a bunch of TikToks. But that is not how I want to end off or start my day. Learn to put your phone down. I know it is so hard, but trust me, it works. It is so helpful. It'll not only help you save time because you'll be getting more things done, you'll have more time to yourself, and you'll also just feel mentally so much better. Chloe and I just got back from being out and about. We're gonna make a little drink and I'm gonna do a quick like 15 to 20 minute tidy, set a timer and see how much we can get done within that time. But I find that if I do these quick little cleanups, especially when I'm not feeling motivated to do it, but like I really need to get it done, you'll be amazed at how much you can get done when you're racing the clock, and it kind of like almost turns it into a fun game. If you guys are anything like me, I like having my space to be fairly tidy. I know that it doesn't always happen because I'm a mom and I just have to like learn to let some things go, but there comes a certain point where I have to clean just for my mental health because I just feel better. Whether you do this as soon as you put your kids to bed, as soon as you put them down for a nap, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set my timer here for, we'll say 15 minutes. want to make some overnight oats here, so we're gonna get all the ingredients for that. Making meals takes so much time out of the day. I like to do this by prepping my breakfast. So you could do overnight oats like what I'm doing, egg bites, you could freeze egg sandwiches. So there are a lot of ways that you could like prep your breakfast. I love prepping my lunches. That's one of my favorites to do because it's so annoying to have to like stop in the middle of the day and make something to eat. Prepping your baby's food too. Chloe's been more interested in solids recently, so I'm starting to have to like get used to doing that. The thought of having to prep 3 meals for Chloe is just so intimidating because she's always just like needed breast milk, and that's been so easy. If you like cut everything up that you need for sandwiches that week, just having your fruits and veggies washed and ready to go makes it so much quicker. When I say meal prep, I don't mean like putting rice and chicken and a boring vegetable like into containers and eating the same boring thing every single day. I'm not a fan of that. We love doing leftovers. Luckily, since it's just like me and Andrew that mostly eat what we're having for dinner, we'll just make for like 4 servings instead of 2. And making this oatmeal just took me like not even 5 minutes. Don't overcomplicate it. It sounds really intimidating in theory, but if you just want to start by planning your meals, that is the way to go, because I used to just walk into the grocery store and like not even know what we were eating that week, and then I would end up wasting groceries. But it also just saves so much time because I'm not like sitting in the kitchen at night wondering what the heck we're gonna eat for dinner. I got this from Amazon. We've been using it for like 2 years now. You just write out what you're gonna eat that week and then a shopping list that you can tear off on the side. You could also like write your breakfast, lunch, and dinner on here if you want to do that too. It makes meal planning so much easier, and if you guys want meal ideas, I have a bunch of recipes saved to my Pinterest. If I don't plan my meals, I look back at my day and feel like I've spent the entire day in the kitchen. Cleaning schedule is something that I recently started in the new year. I've been at home obviously a lot more since having Chloe. Things get dirty quicker, and it's just so easy to get overwhelmed by all of the chores that need to get done on a weekly basis. Once I start something when I'm cleaning, I just want to clean everything, and then it turns into like a massive cleaning day. I think it's important to like know when to stop. In general, just helps with the mental load. I suggest putting it on the fridge too, so that everybody in your house knows this specific chore needs to get done. This is on the agenda for today. All these tips help me stay productive and happy and thrive as a mom. Things also happen. Some days I'm more tired and I need to prioritize rest, and that's totally okay. Just know your own limits. Start implementing these things a little bit at a time, and then it won't overwhelm you so much because it's not like all of these things that I'm trying to change. And give yourself grace. If you didn't accomplish something that you wanted to get done, just do it the next day or put it at the top of your to-do list. That's one of the things that I just had to learn about being a mom, while at the same time I have to prioritize my time and make good use of my time. I also need to prioritize rest a lot more often, and it's okay if you want to spend your baby's nap laying in bed and reading a book or taking a nap yourself. That is also 100% okay, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it. And maybe you had a day where you wanted to get up before your baby and it ended up not working out like that. That happens to me all the time because Chloe will wake up at different times, and sometimes I get a whole hour to myself and sometimes I wake up when she wakes up. But I hope that these tips are helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I am also on Instagram and TikTok. I've been posting a lot on TikTok recently. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one.